so lonely.
Hey guys, Houls here from Houls Fitness. 5 weeks out, just weighed myself, currently weighing in at 75 flat. Whoa. I just posted up a picture on Instagram, you may have seen chest cuts. Looking pretty lean. You like my 2-pack clock? Yeah, I do like 2-pack. Anyway, so I was going to do a video on what I eat on a daily basis, so I'll just give you a quick run through now. And yeah, we're just going to go make some oats. So I'm having oats and egg whites, so I'll just quickly run you through it all and yeah, let's do it. Hey guys, so back in the kitchen. I'm just going to run you through what I have on a daily basis because I said I was going to do up a video on that. So this is meal 1. Now I'll probably do a video on my macros, and I'll also do a video on my what macros are, and probably another one on macros, splitting up your macros for yourself, the individual. Right, yeah, so this is meal 1, and I have a bowl of oats, 90 grams, and I'll have 300 grams of egg whites. Now these are the frozen egg whites. It's about 980 in total in this container, but I have about 330 grams, so that's about 10 egg whites. This actually works out cheaper than getting individual eggs, plus I don't have the waste because I don't eat the yolks obviously. So I'll go ahead and whip that up. I've got my oats, I'll chuck in the microwave. If you can see it, I've actually got chicken here. The frosting, that's for lunch. I've actually got to whip that up. I've got some already cooked, so that's just for tomorrow. I'll do that up. And you've already seen a link to, you've already seen that video on me making up my meals for the week. So, but yeah, a few things have changed now. I've dropped some carbs in the afternoons. But anyway, yeah, so I've got my egg whites, meal 1, egg whites, and oats. That's basically it. Yeah, I'll come back when I've whipped them up and see what they turn out like. I usually will add garlic and chili to my egg whites in the morning, so I'll do that for you now. Because this is fresh, I usually find the first lot that comes out of this isn't the best after it's been frozen, and now it's thawed out. It's completely thawed out. But I find that the first lot I get is always, I think it's a bit watery. I'm not too sure. I'm not a chef or anything. I try not to mix it. One of my mates, shout out to Jakey, he said don't mix it up. It's not as less water. I don't know. But I think I got him onto those eggs. Did I, Jake? Did I get you onto the eggs, bro? Yeah, so I'll just add a bit of garlic. Just some minced garlic. Just about 20 mils of that. I don't want to make this video too long, so the rest of them won't be as long as this. Usually I just throw stuff in the microwave. Bit of chili, if you can see that there, yeah. Give it a bit of a stir to mix it through. I don't know if this is why I don't know, let's see, they might be still frozen. So I've got my pan there, ready to go. Turn my oats on, 2.5 minutes. Trusty extra virgin olive oil, which is only about 56 kilojoules, so I think that works out to be about 5 calories or something. So yeah, we'll wait for that to heat up a bit, whip that up, chuck that on, and I'll get back to you soon. Also, one thing I do have in the morning, and usually I'll work out whether it's doing the cardio or my weight training in the morning, I'll always come home and have my creatine and glutamine 10 grams of glutamine, and I have that 3 times a day. Does it work? Glutamine's used for muscle recovery. I know through the oral form, it might not saturate and it might not work as good as what you'd do if you would be injecting it, because usually glutamine's used for cancer patients. So it aids them in recovery after their leukemia operation, after leukemia, and their radiation for muscle recovery. So I get about 30 grams a day. Does it work? I don't know. It's a lot of mindset that goes with it, but I've been advised to take it by my coach, so I'm giving it a go. And I take 5 grams of creatine, and that's only once a day. So I'll whip that up too. Just had my creatine, but I've actually got the camera sitting on the tub. That's why it's up high, and so I had to just pause it for a second. I also take a multivitamin, for those who didn't already know. So it's just creatine, glutamine, multivitamin, and protein. Protein I don't really consider a supplement. Alright, oats are ready. Now a lot of you probably don't really like oats all that much. I've come to love them. Reason being, so I get to put this on them. Sugar-free maple syrup. You can find it in Woolies or Houls. Now I usually have about 35 mils of that. And calories per serving is 18. Yeah, so 18 calories per serving. That's what makes them so good. This is turning out to be a much longer video than I was expecting to make. But like I said, the other ones will be easy enough. I just throw it in the microwave and I'm done. These are the only ones I really have to cook each morning. The rest I've already got pre-prepared. Mix that through, that's good to go. Eggs aren't looking too bad actually, so they might not go as crappy as I thought they would. And I always have another bottle of water. I've probably already had about 2.5 litres this morning. I usually have about anywhere from 4 to 6 litres. I try to aim around the 6 litre a day mark. Just waiting for my eggs. Yeah. So, got my sugar-free barbecue sauce. And that's only about 15 to 20 mils of that as well. And that is my breakfast. So that's meal 1. Meal 1 of 6. Hey guys, just checking in for meal 2. So I've got my protein shake, which is the rice and pea protein shake. It's not too bad. Like I said, I think I've given it a 6 out of 10 in regards to taste. It's not the container it comes in. Usually comes in a one of those plasticky types, but I've kept this from my old protein. I stopped using the one that I had before because I saw too many negative comments regarding saying it was just a milk powder, which I wasn't very happy about. So yeah, and I asked them to send me some data on their tests that they say they were having, but never received anything, so I thought, bugger it, switched it over. Now, I've literally just mixed this up, and you can see see the bubbles on top? That's it. So that mixes really well, digests really easy. I don't have any more stomach problems. Yeah. So I've also got my serving. It's a serving and a half of rice cakes. So there's 5 there. Because these are really, really light. These are the sour cream Woolies brand. So they're not full of much at all. What I'll do is I'll put my macros, if you're interested, along here. So they'll pop up there, and I'll put that on each meal that you would have seen before anyway, but yeah, so I'll have that there. And then I've got corn thins, similar thing, it's just I'm getting the carbs in. And this, and then my third meal will be my lunch, and that'll probably see my carbs out through the day, other than my greens. Actually, what I'm going to do from now is I'm not a huge fan of greens alone. I showed you that veggie soup broth, which is fine, but I've been mixing the way that I make my meals up. Before I was doing them in like a soup, so I'd put water, and then cook up the broccoli and the beans, and then I'd add my chicken, and it was becoming like a soup. Now I've just gone back to doing it just like a staple meal, veggies and chicken, and just my sauces. And that actually just makes it feel like I'm having something different for a change, but obviously I'm not. So yeah, this is meal 2. I would have had my macros up by now, and I'll display that if you're interested. And if you don't know what macros are, you can look for my video, which will be out soon, describing what macros are. Just quickly touching on them, they're carbs, fats and proteins. That's your macronutrients. Macros is short for macronutrients. Then you've got your micronutrients, which are your vitamins and minerals. But when you're trying to balance, and I'll do a video on macronutrients, but when you're trying to balance your weight management, and you should know what your macros are. So look out for that video, and I'll, yeah. Alright guys, that's meal 2. I'll see you later. Hey guys, back for meal 3. So this is lunch. This will be the last that I have of my carbs. So here I've got 195 grams of rice, 170 grams of chicken, and I'm going to have greens that I would normally have as meal 4, but I'm going to put it with my meal 3, just because I don't want greens by themselves, they're boring. Yeah. So anyway, again, the macronutrients would have come up somewhere around here. I lied to you before and said they were down there. Anyway, so I'm just going to stick that in the microwave for 6 minutes. It's got half water, half greens that I've just served. 6 minutes in the microwave. What was that? Anyway. Yeah, so chuck that in the microwave, 6 minutes, that'll be done. Whip it up, show you what I got after. Alright guys, so all done. Just cleaned up while that was heating up in the microwave. That's meal 3. Looks pretty big. I guess it would be for a lot of people. Not for me though. So I'll smash that out. I'll just add my sauces. So I've got my fat-free mayonnaise and my sugar-free barbecue sauce. And yeah, so that's meal 3. Lunch. Alright guys, meal number 5. And it's around 5 o'clock, 5:30. Usually I have my meal spread out over about 2 to 3 hours. So, and today it's about just after 5 now, and I'm going to have my 5th meal, which is just a protein shake, because like I said in the previous video, part of the video, I've taken out my carbs for the afternoon. So I have my protein shakes with water. I don't have any milk. I try to stay away from dairy as much as possible. I have dairy in probably only if I have pizza on cheese, and even that I haven't had for so long, I'm not sure how my stomach would take it. So 2 scoops of the pea rice protein. Again, the macros will have popped up already. Now that's pretty full, but I just want to show you how easily it mixes. If you want to know the brand, or I can put up a link if you'd like. If you want to know, comment below and I'll put up a link in the description or something like that. So yeah, I literally just finished shaking this up. And yeah, that's already blended through. And that's the only, like I showed you before, that's the bubbles there. So there's nothing in there. Yeah, so meal number 5, I think it's only about 210 calories. Not exactly filling because I'm not chewing anything, but that's alright. And I'll probably have my dinner in a couple of hours. Oh, did I say meal 5? No, this is meal 4. Sorry. Not meal 5, because I've still got 2 meals left. I freaked myself out then. I thought, shit, I've only got 1 meal left. So yeah, meal 4, and it's not too bad. I'm actually getting used to it. You can really taste the cacao and the sweetener in it. You know what? As far as protein goes, I think it's been one of my better ones. As much as the taste, like I said, it's only a 6 out of 10. Anyway. Alright guys, I'll see you for meal number 5. See ya. Hey guys, back now for meal 5. Get out of here, fly. And yeah, so basically I'm having the exact same as I had for meal 3, which is lunch, and minus the rice. So I've got my veggies here. Just a plate of veggies. Usually a bit more veggies in the evening, just because I know that I'm not getting any other carbs. Best thing about greens and why everybody always eats them and says, you know, because they are fibrous, they contain mainly water, so you break them down a lot easy and you do get fibre, and they are soluble fibre, which means they break down into energy as well. And just my chicken, which I've cooked up a fresh batch. 170 grams. Just got back from doing what they call a responsible runners beach cleanup down at Burleigh Heads on the Gold Coast in Australia. Siobhan, my fiance, actually heads up the responsible runners section for Burleigh Waters. So every Thursday from 5 o'clock, get on down to Burleigh Waters and you can help pick up some rubbish and maybe save some marine life. So that's where we've just come from. She's actually now out at a shark, more a Save the Shark, maybe I should listen more, Save the Shark meeting, basically how to save marine life. Really proud of her. She getting in there and getting her hands dirty, and anything I can do to support her. So yeah guys, that's going to be my dinner. I'm going to add my barbecue sauce. My sugar-free barbecue sauce. And my fat-free mayonnaise. That's going to be my dinner. And that will only leave 1 meal left, meal 6. And I'll see you then. Alright guys, here we are for meal 6, and this will end the day. It's now close to 10 o'clock, so I usually get my last meal in around this time, and it matches the first one minus the carbs, which is just eggs, egg whites, 330 mils again. The macros will be up on the screen. I'll have that and probably sit up for another hour and go to bed. I'm usually up around 6 in the morning-ish, give or take, although tomorrow is a public holiday, so I'll probably sleep in because I can't get to the gym. So I'm going to have my eggs and, again, my sugar-free barbecue sauce. And it's not bad. I know a lot of you out there, oh, you have a lot of that, but, you know, when you're having the same food day in, day out, you've got to make it at least a little bit exciting. And I don't use all that much. And the only thing that's really a problem is the sodium. And I'll probably, in the last couple of weeks, have to cut that down anyway. Alright guys, so I'm going to say good night. I'm going to go sit down and have my eggs. That'll finish out meal 6 and for the day. I know I probably could have wrapped this up a lot quicker. And I know I've probably thrown in a lot of information in there that is probably not relative, but if you stuck out the whole video, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe and comment below. And share and like. Help a brother out. Alright guys, good night, and I'll see you later.
So